Hey guys, I'm Melissa. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are actually talking about traveling. So this is something a little different for my channel. I normally talk about nutrition if you haven't been here before. But aside from nutrition, which is obviously a huge passion in my life, traveling is one of my biggest passions. I love going to new places. I love experiencing new cultures. I just love all of it. So I decided I want to incorporate a little bit of travel into my channel. So I'm thinking that maybe like once a month I will make a travel video about somewhere I've been and some of the things I suggest that you do there. If there's something I did there that was like disappointing, I'll let you know that as well. What to eat there, all that fun stuff. And I'm obviously going to mention some of the big things to do in each place, but I also want to let you know maybe some of the smaller things that you might not think to do or that you might not see in like a big tourist list when you're researching online. So if you like travel videos, if you want me to do more travel videos, then please let me know. And if there's any specific places that you want me to talk about, then let me know that as well. And if I've been there, I will be sure to talk about it. So the first place I'm going to talk about is my favorite place in the entire world that I've been to so far, and that is Florence, Italy. I was lucky enough to study abroad in Florence, and I just love it so much. It holds such a special spot in my heart, and I cannot wait to go back someday. It's such a beautiful city. And I will say, yes, it is touristy, but it is not nearly as touristy as Rome. It feels smaller than Rome, and I don't know. I just love it so much there. Anyways, here are 5 things that I definitely recommend that you do while you're in Florence, Italy. So the first is to go to the Galleria dell'Accademia, which is where the statue of David is. And I don't know, if you're like me, I'm not a huge museum person. I go to them because I like kind of feel like I have to, but I get bored pretty easily and I hate like reading the plaques and stuff. I don't know. But the David is something you just have to see while you're in Florence. It's so beautiful, so grand, it's so detailed, it's crazy. And I feel like it's something that we've seen in our history books or art classes for our whole lives. So it's really awesome to actually go see it in person. It's crazy. And there's tons of other really amazing sculptures in the museum as well. And I do suggest that you get tickets ahead of time or get like a Florence card or whatever that includes the ticket, because the lines can get pretty long, because that is one of the big attractions in Florence. Number 2, this might sound a little bit corny, but you have to go to the Ponte Vecchio at sunset. So the Ponte Vecchio is this big bridge in Florence over the river that has all these shops and everything on it. And if you've seen pictures of Florence, you've probably seen the Ponte Vecchio. And it's cool to go to the Ponte Vecchio. I mean, there's lots of really expensive jewelry and stuff there. But what I suggest is going to the bridge next to it, which I'm sure has a name, I just don't know it. But going to that bridge at sunset and watching the sunset over the Ponte Vecchio and over the city is just magical. I did this with all the people that I studied abroad with on one of our last nights in Florence, and it was just, and it's honestly just so magical. It's so beautiful. Go get some gelato and eat your gelato while you watch the beautiful sunset. It's just, it'll make you fall in love with that city. Number 3 is going to the Duomo. So the Duomo was someplace that I walked by every single day to get to class, and it never lost its beauty. It is this huge, beautiful church, and it's honestly unlike anything you've ever seen before. It's just so beautiful, and it's like you're just walking through the city and all of a sudden there's this just like amazing thing there, which is pretty much all of Florence, I guess. But you have to go to the Duomo. You can climb to the top of it as well, but honestly just seeing it from the outside it's just so beautiful, and it's such a huge part of Florence. Even if you're not into churches, it's just so beautiful. Number 4 is go shopping at the markets. There's so many awesome markets in Florence. There's tons of outdoor markets where you can buy purses and gifts and all sorts of things. There's also a huge indoor food market where you can get fresh pasta and fresh baked goods and all of this amazing stuff. and they're just all over the city, and it's so nice. Even if you're just like walking, trying to get somewhere else, walk through the market, because there's so many amazing things there, so many good leather goods, and it's just so fun to kind of go through and see all this amazing handmade stuff or fresh food. And honestly, I think it contributes to a huge part of the feel of Florence. And number 5 is you have to go to the Piazza del Michelangelo. This is a piazza that's a little bit outside of Florence. You can walk there. I think that we took a bus there and then walked back, but it's a piazza that's way up in the hills, and it overlooks all of Florence, and it's just the most amazing view you can ever imagine. When we went up there, there's a church there as well, and there was someone getting married there, and they were taking a picture. If I can find it, I will insert it, because it's just so beautiful, and it just allows you to see the entirety of this beautiful city all in one, and it's just a view that you cannot beat. I also, in these videos, want to let you know what to eat in those cities. If there's a restaurant that I really loved, something like that, I want to let you guys know. So for Florence, honestly, like most of Italy, there wasn't necessarily one meal that stood out to me as being better than the rest. Every single meal that I ate was incredible. Every single gelato that I ate was incredible. Just eat everywhere. Just eat gelato every single day, eat pasta and pizza every single day. Just don't worry about it. Just enjoy it. It's amazing. And in terms of things that disappointed me, honestly, there wasn't really anything in Florence that disappointed me. The only thing that I can think of that was close to Florence that disappointed me was the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I mean, it was cool to see, but you don't need to spend more than a couple hours there, because the actual town is not nice. But other than that, there really isn't anything about Florence that disappointed me. I mean, I guess I'm kind of biased, but honestly, it's my favorite place in the entire world. If you have an opportunity to go there, I highly, highly suggest it. If there's any other things that I didn't mention, because there's so many things to do there, I just wanted to give you a few to add to your list. So if there's anything I didn't mention that you think other people should try, then please leave them in the comments below, because I know that would be super helpful. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want me to do more travel videos, then please let me know. And like I said, if there's anywhere specific you want me to talk about, I will definitely talk about it if I've been there. And yeah, I think that's it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you next week. Bye.